Hello, this video comes with a short disclaimer. If you are a major Knights of the Old Republic fan and really looking forward to the remake, I think we may have stumbled across something that would greatly spoil the potential surprise. It's a theory, it might not be true, but if it is true and you learn of it, it could ruin things for you in the future. So if you are one of those people, and you do not want to be spoiled, my suggestion to you is to take your head and put it in the sand. Avoid anything and everything Knights of the Old Republic until something official is announced, okay? And do not read the comment section. Don't even look down there. Just run, fly away, you fools.
Fly, you fools.
Hello crows and non-crows alike, my name is Joe Mac, otherwise known as Support Crow. And what if I told you that we just got a little hint that there could be a Knights of the Old Republic 2 remake in the works. I was eating a slice of chocolate chip pecan pie when I just happened across a very fascinating article. You know, sometimes the best news comes from very unfortunate circumstances. One of those circumstances being lawsuits. We learned about the Oblivion remaster and the Fallout 3 remaster during the whole FTC versus Microsoft situation. Now, thanks to a similar situation, I might have some very interesting Knights of the Old Republic news for you. So some time ago, the original handlers of the KOTOR remake, Aspire, was handling the Knights of the Old Republic 2 restored content. But due to complications with accreditation, Disney and Lucasfilm Games would not allow that content to be released. This led to Aspire being sued against by a consumer, the lawsuit being for false advertisement. And throughout the lawsuit, a copious amount of documentation was released. Within that documentation are details about the project and the industry and everything else going on around them, including a modern remake of Knights of the Old Republic 2 alongside the modern remake of Knights of the Old Republic 1. Now, the development of KOTOR 2 Remake was apparently alongside the first one, but as we know, eventually Aspire would eventually hand over the KOTOR 1 Remake over to Saber Interactive. Saber is now the frontman for this project, so this is very interesting because in my mind, I was thinking that if the KOTOR 1 did really well, then they would start working on the KOTOR 2. That makes sense, right? But now we have this information that both of those games were being worked on at the same time, or close to it. So now I'm questioning how this is going to be released. Are we going to get KOTOR 1 on 1 year and then KOTOR 2 a couple years after? Or is it crazy for me to even suggest that although they're saying Knights of the Old Republic Remake, they're planning to give us both Knights of the Old Republic 1 and Knights of the Old Republic 2 at the same time? Oh my god, that would be amazing. And no one would have seen this coming if it wasn't for this lawsuit. It would have been a massive surprise. Sorry for kind of ruining it, if that is the case. But hey, the possibility is in the air. I could be wrong. You know, that might not be the plan at all. They might be milking it out. In fact, I kind of expect them to milk it out with 1 and then 2. But I will link the article. Every article that I use in every video is linked down in the description. And this one will definitely be down there. And I greatly recommend that you check it out because it is really well written and it really goes into a lot of detail. I'm somewhat expecting to see Knights of the Old Republic something at the Game Awards on Thursday. So maybe we will see something that comes out of this. Let me know what you think. Do you think that there's a chance that this could happen? Do you think we might be getting 2 games in 1? Or do I need to calm down and just expect the first game and then the second later? But that's really interesting that they were working on 2 games around the same time. This tells me that they had a lot of confidence in their first game. And granted, to hand you your grain of salt that you should take with this, there's no guarantee that Saber Interactive agreed to take both of those projects. They might have just taken the first one and we might just see how well that does, and then maybe they'll start on the second one. Either way, I'm really interested in where this is going. We have been getting a lot of KOTOR news and KOTOR leaks and KOTOR speculation a lot this past second half of the year. Something is happening, and I hope we get to see that something soon. Until then though, be safe, be well, be kind. May the force be with you. Bye-bye.